Okay, so now I've got this one, which is the original, the 19 years, 3-month-old tree. I'll show you the root mass that I've got. You can see some pretty big roots growing out there. It made it hard to get it out of the pot too, with how big they are. Anyway, it's out now. So now it's just a matter of raking it out. So I'm using a chopstick, wooden chopstick over using a metal freaking scraper around the trunk, the base, because I don't want to damage these roots that might be around this and the trunk itself. Could be some really nice roots that could add to the beauty of the tree. So we want to be more gentle with the base. So if I can clear this out enough, you'll see the CDs that I used, 19 years ago in here. There'll be bits and pieces of the CDs left. That's if it's got them in there. I have to admit, I didn't do all my trees like that because, I was still learning, and I didn't think about it straight away whether I needed to do that. It was only after a while that I thought, oh, you know what, that will help me get a better base. Let's try that. I might have to squirt this with a hose, give it a gentle squirting to help clear it all out, because it's getting a bit hard. I'm close to the base, but there is a lot of big roots in here holding me back. So I think what I'll do is I'll pause it now, and I'll go squirt them out gently with a hose. Okay, after giving it a rinse, it's still pretty caked in there, but I have some really large roots down here, which I knew. So I'm going to have to cut these, and I think this is going to be my base. And if I did have a CD in here, I can't find it now, but when I cut these roots, maybe I'll be able to tease the rest of the roots a bit more, get a bit more movement amongst the rest of the roots. So I'm going to just cut these ones back. Like so. that was so big it didn't even cut through then. Well, let's try this one. Okay, yeah, that was probably the biggest root that I had to come out. I may have to cut more yet, but we'll see. Alright, there's another one here that's quite big. We'll give that one a cut back too. This must be bigger than the last one because I can't even get my cutters around that, so I'm going to have to use the other cutters. I've got bigger cutters. Okay, there's that piece. There's still more. Doing my branches much good anymore. There's a nice big branch root coming out here that I think I could probably cut back right through there. Going to get in the way of the camera a bit. I feel I need to get rid of this. Well, I can't even get the cutters in. I'm going to put it on the ground. Try and cut it from down on the ground. Feel a bit safer for me. A nice chunky piece of root, but it really is. I don't think it had a CD in there because of the way it is just one big mess. You know, usually the CD it does spread the roots out nicely for me, and this is not spread out nicely. I hear noisy, aren't you? Just trying to look and see what I've got here. It really is a bit too much at the moment still. Right, I might go try another rinse out now that I've got some of those big roots cut back. Okay, so I've given it another rinse, and it really is heaps of big roots in it. It's got so many big roots in here, which you don't want big roots anyway. You want fine roots. So I'm just going to cut away any really big ones. just to help get it smaller. I'm probably cutting more than I should now, especially with the weather being cool as it is. But I am seeing new growth on my other plants, so I'm hoping it's going to be alright. Plus it really is just, I need to get a flatter base. So I sort of feel I have to. But I'm getting close to where it's going to be good enough, you know. I can only cut so much. Alright, so I'm just going to one more cut, which is this one here. Oh, let's tilt the camera a bit more. This one here is still a bit big and sticking out too much, so I'm going to try and get that back further, and that's going to be it. I'm going to kill it if I keep going. And you definitely don't want something that's got such a big trunk killed. So there you go. That's as good as it's getting for that. Some of these, they will go because they're growing upwards. But I don't want to go too much further now. So we're just going to let it go and we'll refine it again next time we repot it. But as you can see, look at the base. Look at the base of this tree. It's so big. You know, because it was buried up to here. That's all we got to see before. And there is so much more base of this tree, making it look so much bigger and older, which I absolutely love. Well, who wouldn't, eh? Who wouldn't? Alright, so now we're going to just repot it. Put it in this pot again. How much soil have I got? I think I'm just deciding, I think maybe a bigger pot. You know, that might just be too little for it now. Especially after seeing that nice base to the tree. It's so nice, I just want to give it a bigger pot. Okay, so it's just a little bit bigger, the pot. I'll put soil in there. I'll now put the tree in. I do like the idea of trying to angle it, because I think I like this, well, being the top of the tree. Let's angle that up a bit. Alright, so I think I'm going to pot it on an angle like that. And now we're just going to fill her up. These are hardy plants, and man, if it can live in the same pot for 19 years, it can probably handle being repotted, having the roots trimmed up and everything else I've put it through. I think maybe what I might need is a brick in here just to hold that steady on this angle. It's got a lot of weight going that way. So we'll set a brick in there. Now, even though this tree has got roots, and you think you can just put it straight out in the weather and water it and everything, it's just had a lot of stress put on it. So I'll treat it the same as the others, where I'll keep it under cover. Maybe not as long, you know. I might not wait until I see new growth, but I'll at least wait till my weather's hotter, and or I see new growth, either, and then, you know, put it back out fully in the weather. Yeah, this one is definitely, I'm going to need to poke the soil down around the roots. We don't want it to die. We really don't. I've got another one that's a little bit smaller than this. It's just a stump at the moment because I did the same thing. I've cut it, and for ages it's had no growth, and I'm like, oh man, have I killed you? You know, have I killed you? Oh no. But I'm actually, last couple of days, I've seen some new growth just starting on, and I mean, this one is absolutely no growth on it whatsoever. It's just bare structure, and I really did think I've killed it, but I see the growth on it now, so I'm feeling a lot happier. And that one hasn't even been repotted, it was still in the same pot. So, yeah. I am going to cut this all shorter as well. I don't think I'm going to be able to bend any of that to shape it any further. So I think I'm going to need to cut it down. I'll cut it down quite a bit, and we're basically going to just let it have all new growth that's going to start on it and form the branches of this tree. All right. Well, I think that's good enough. I've got this branch here, roots here that are sticking up, and I think they can go with those cutters. These ones here are sticking up. I keep changing my mind. Okay, so they are sticking up, so let's try and push them down. Let's train them like we train the rest of the tree. We can train them down. Get a bit of wire. We'll get a bit of wire. We'll put a hoop in it. And we're just going to lay the branch down, the root down, cover it up, and pin it down with a bit of wire, just to keep it down. And there we go. Might do the same with that one. And we just pin it down, cover it up a bit, and we'll see how that goes. I'll adjust the camera up a touch now. Alright, now, like I said, I think I need to lob it down. I'm just going to spin it around and look at it. I'm not sure what's going to be the front or back or anything of this tree yet. It's got nothing for most of it, but it's definitely way too long. So if I cut it in here, for starters, and we'll lob that off. That's that piece lobbed off. Now this tree is a lot lower. Right, so now all of these pieces here are all too long, and they're growing straight up anyway, so they're all getting lobbed off. Okay, and I have too many branches here growing out, and I don't think any of them are, they're all straight, so we'll get rid of them. This one I might just shrink, and hopefully I get some more growth. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll shrink it for now, and then we'll see later. It'll probably go because it's on top, but we'll see. So there you go. That's it. That's the tree now. All right, there you go. So that's the tree now, and we will see over time what we do next. Nice tree though. Anyway, I'll catch you all later. Have a good one.